So the subject of soulmates is very important to me personally and also the divine himself. He wanted me to let you guys know that you have more than one soulmate. So if you got blown off by somebody or your heart is broken and you are struggling with recovering from that heartbreak because you saw this person as your soulmate, your love was deep, you had a deep soul connection, you had amazing chemistry that was off the charts. Maybe your intuition told you this person was your soulmate or your twin flame / divine complement. If you are walking around knowing this about your partner and having to deal with them rejecting you, then this video is for you. Because it's very important for you to know that you have more than one soulmate and there is hope for the future. The divine asked me to use me and my life as an example of this because I am living proof that when one person blows you off, the divine will compensate for that free will decision by bringing another onto your path. So he asked me to draw a timeline of my life. And this is me, Christine Pavlina, walking her little path and waving her freak flag on YouTube. Hello world, I'm a professional psychic medium and I am a total weirdo. Now, why did the divine ask me to do that? It's because he wanted me to shine authentic light and be who I really am and speak my truth and my whole truth on YouTube for all of the world to see. Why did he ask me to do that? Because he knew that Mark Foster, my divine complement, would look at my freak show on YouTube and be like, holy crap, this girl is legit. And I don't know how he's wearing his hair these days. I think it's like parted in the middle and kind of shaggy. I don't know what's going on there. He knew. Mark Foster is the lead singer of Foster the People, by the way. And the divine knew that if I made a video saying Mark Foster is my divine complement, that it would actually make sense to him. Why? Because Mark Foster, being my divine complement, is actually the other half of my soul. The divine complement twin flame is the other half of your soul. So they are essentially your mirror image and your soulmate on crack. So that's why the divine asked me to make these videos about Mark Foster, saying, hey, I'm your divine complement over here. So Mark sees my YouTube videos and he's like, holy crap, this girl's legit, right? He's like over here singing, yo, yo, yo. He's a musician. We're singing and he sees my videos and he's like, oh crap, this girl really is my divine complement. I believe her. What do I do now? Because I manifested her, but this is a little far out there. She's really controversial. So if I step into that energy, I could lose half my following. My livelihood could suffer. The band's livelihood could suffer. What am I supposed to do with this? I have people to answer to. I have people who rely on me for money and career and livelihood. What am I supposed to do with this? I can't lose half my following. So Mr. Foster makes the free will decision to not come forward and speak his truth and join me on this path because we have similar life purposes. So he never joined me on this path and pursued his life purpose or spoke his truth, right? So I take this rejection pretty hard because being rejected by the other half of your soul is pretty harsh. Also, he manifested me. So imagine being manifested by somebody that also rejects you. It's pretty harsh. It's like, hey, you manifested me. Surprise! And it's like, sorry. Too far out there. So the divine looks at this rejection energy and he's like, well, Christine has a broken heart. We'll put the crack down the center. Christine has a broken heart. However, this is an opportunity for soul's growth for Christine. Now she's hurt and she's just swimming in this rejection energy in the middle of her living room floor in the fetal position, crying her eyes out and just basically wanting to die. feeling very alone and basically feeling like she's completely screwed because her divine complement blew her off. So if her divine complement, her soulmate on crack, the other half of her soul doesn't want her, she's in trouble. She's gonna be alone. She's done. It's over. That's all she wrote. She's finished. So that rejection energy is very severe, but the divine looks at it as an opportunity for soul's growth. And instead the divine says, Christine, I need you to do me a favor. And I know you really don't feel like doing this right now, and I know you just want to die. Christine, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. And I'm going to need you to try to heal yourself with some Reiki, self-pampering, self-talk, Pollyanna attitude, try to maintain a hopeful and optimistic view over, about the future. And I'm going to need you to give yourself love as opposed to looking for outside people to give you love. I'm going to need you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and give yourself love. I'm going to need you to not look at the women that Mark Foster is hanging out with. I need you to not check his social media. I need you to not compare yourself to the models and the actresses that he's hanging out with. And I need you to stop swimming in the sea of rejection. And I need you to fall in love with yourself. And I need you to forgive Mark Foster for not speaking his truth and for not coming forward. I need you to let go of the past, clear out that energy, forgive him, and give yourself love and Reiki and healing. And I'm going to help you. Christine, if you meet me, God, halfway and do this, I am going to meet you halfway and I'm going to help you. And that's exactly what the divine did. So I developed self-love successfully. Now this is where I feel for you guys, okay? If you're watching this video and you're still swimming in that sea of rejection, I was there, okay? I was there for a long, long time. I know what it's like, okay? And I'm telling you, the only person that can pull you out of that is you. The only person that can pull you out of that is you. You have to literally make the free will decision to change your thought process and to focus on a new and exciting future for yourself. And that's why I'm making this video for you, because I'm trying to give you hope that you do have a bright future. You just need to realize it. Okay, so I meet the divine halfway. Now, what does the divine do? He meets me halfway. How? The divine says, Christine, we're going to compensate for Mr. Foster's free will decision to not come forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring a gentleman named Chris Wood onto your path. And Chris Wood is your soulmate. What is the difference between a twin flame / divine complement and a soulmate? Well, like I said, a divine complement / twin flame is the other half of your soul. So that is a very, very strong soul connection, okay? A soulmate is not the other half of your soul. So you don't have as strong of a connection there on a soul level, but it is still a very, very strong, deep, loving, fulfilling connection. It's like two combs coming together, two puzzle pieces coming together. You're still good for each other. You're still each other's highest good, and you're still challenging each other and pursuing soul's growth. You probably still have complementary life purposes going on, right? You're on the same page about a lot of stuff in common, right? So soulmates are also really, really strong soul connections and good for you, okay? So they bring Chris Wood onto my path, and he's my soulmate, and we're just over here in this jacuzzi of love, and I'm really, really excited, and I'm thanking the divine. Now, Chris needs a bow up here. I'm going to put a little bow above his head because he really is a gift from God. You know how they make fun of people oh, he thinks he's God's gift. Well, Chris really is God's gift because God brought him onto my path, and I really do view him as a gift from God. So that actually is the way I view Chris. He's my earth angel and my gift from the divine. So that's really why the divine wanted to use me and my life as an example for those of you out there who are heartbroken and you are lonely and you don't have any hope for the future. You think you're done. That person was my twin flame. They're gone. I'm done. That person was my soulmate. They're gone. I'm done. They don't want me. And maybe they don't want you for whatever reason. They can't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. Whatever. It's better for you to let go and let God and move on. If you truly are meant to be with that person, maybe they'll come back around and you end up together in the end. But the most important part is that you let go of that rejection energy and give yourself love and give yourself healing and clear out that energy. You know, maybe you're upset about what happened and you're angry. Maybe you got so incredibly hurt that now you're just afraid. You're living in a fear energy where you're afraid to fall in love again because you don't want to get burned. And you're scared of the future. You have developed anxiety and you're literally afraid to fall in love again. And you're afraid to trust again because it was such an incredibly painful experience. Well, this video's for you. I want to give you hope, and the divine wants to give you hope. And he's asking you to stay optimistic. And he's asking you to clear out that energy, heal yourself, fall in love with yourself, meet him halfway, and then he will meet you halfway. So trust the divine. Trust the timing of it. Trust that he's getting you ready for your soulmate. Trust that he's getting your soulmate ready for you so that when you do come together, you are energetic matches for one another and you're on the same page so that when you do meet, the relationship will prosper and flourish. So that's really an important message that the divine wanted you to know is you have more than one soulmate. Soulmates exist. Twin flames exist. Please know that these deep loving connections exist. I've never met a soulmate before, so getting to know Chris has been amazing for me. Like each phone conversation is just like, oh my God, this is crazy. He sends me a text and I feel it in my gut. When he sends me a text, it feels like someone casting love and light at my soul. It's like he makes my gut like fizz in this awesome, energetic, euphoric way. So experiencing that soul connection is amazing, and I'm going to make more videos in the future about soulmates so that you guys can learn more about it. As I learn more about it, I'll obviously share that information with you guys, but this is something that was really, really important for, you guys to know, and to also give you guys hope for a bright future if you are heartbroken and thinking that you have no options left. Because when a door slams, God opens a window. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.